Familiarity with the species itself. Community members have a long history of hosting and working with southern scientists interested in beluga. Hendrickson Island, which is located in the middle of Cook Mallet Bay, has hosted one of the world's longest running scientific beluga monitoring and sampling program. And my advisory committee member, Dr. Sonia Ostertag, has worked with the community for about a decade now, which made it easier for me to come into the community and do research on traditional ecological knowledge. So although there's been a significant number of scientific studies about beluga in the region, there's been little research on what Inuvialu is in town and in the wider ISR understand about beluga, including knowledge and understandings, processes of hunting techniques and subsistence food preparation, and values and beliefs regarding the species. So a brief definition of traditional ecological knowledge. So it's a cumulative body of knowledge, practice, and belief evolving by adaptive processes and handed down through generations by cultural transmission about the relationships of living beings, including humans, with one another and their environment. Can be considered knowledge as a process and knowledge of doing, rather than just knowledge as content. It's been described as holistic rather than reductionist. It's dynamic, flexible, and constantly updated. It's been noted as an important aspect of adaptive capacity in the context of climate change in the north. And so in the absence of wide access, the influence of traditional ecological knowledge extends only as far as the influence of those who hold it, which is part of the impetus for my research and documentation and inclusion in academic literature. So there was a systematic analysis of the literature done this year, noting that although knowledge of indigenous peoples has made substantial contributions to the understandings of beluga, there's a lack of explicit collection, documentation, and use of communicating in literature on beluga, and particularly in the literature on beluga management. This leads into the aim and objectives of my research, which is again to document Inuvialu traditional ecological knowledge of beluga whale in the context of a changing climate in Tuktoyaktuk. And I realized this through three objectives: documentation of Inuvialu TEK beluga whale, ecology and behavior, hunting techniques and food preparation, identify stressors affecting Inuvialu and beluga interactions, and describe how the Inuvialu beluga system is responding to change. And finally, as a future goal, identify opportunities for Inuvialu and TEK to inform beluga management decisions. This is just a map of Tuktoyaktuk, if you're not familiar with it. So you can see Cook Mallet Bay. Tuk is located on the eastern side at the bottom of Cook Mallet Bay, and Hendrickson Island is the middle left of the bay there. It's called the land of Pingos, interesting from cross nations, and also beluga. So my research methodology utilized ethnographic research methods through a 7-week field season from June to August this past summer. I used established community-based research methods, including a pre-research consultation this past February, where I went to the community and spoke with the Hunters and Trappers community regarding my research. And that includes ongoing consultation with the HDC. So my primary data collection method, I utilized semi-structured interviews. I interviewed 17 active and formerly active harvesters and used open-ended question and also participatory mapping. And my interview guide was modeled after a guide that was used for research in Lilhukto with my advisor, Dr. Tristan Pierce, and in collaboration with Dr. Peter Collins. So as mentioned, the three categories that I looked at explicitly were knowledge of beluga behavior and ecology, hunting techniques, and subsistence food preparation. And from my data set, I pulled out observations of change that harvesters had seen, and also values regarding the species and the environment. So my goal of this presentation was just to give a brief snapshot of each of the thematic categories. So it was noted that observation of beluga is limited to surface behavior due to the turbid water in Coquimala Bay. So it's in the Mackenzie River Delta region, and there's quite a lot of sediment outflow, so the water is essentially chocolate milk. Whales come to the area in the spring from the west, following leads in the spring ice breakup. They congregate in Coquimala Bay, south of Hendrickson Island, to the river mouth, to calve in the area. The water is quite shallow and warm there. Beluga are highly sensitive to anthropogenic noise, and they'll leave that area south of Hendrickson Island and move across to Warren Point and Toker Point, which is in the upper right corner of the map here. If there's too many boats in the area and they're disturbed, and they usually come back within a day. There's also discussion that whales seem to know when they're being hunted and when they're not being hunted, and they'll actually approach boats when hunters don't have rifles or harpoons in the boat or without the intention of hunting them. So hunting techniques are quite involved. Hunters don't target females with young. And because the condition of the water, whales have to be followed by the weight left by their tails, or the weight pushed in front of them. And so hunters are required by community and ISR bylaws to harpoon whales, and this has reduced incidences of struck and lost whales over the decades. Hunters try to make a quick kill after harpooning to minimize suffering. And hunters with resources, if they have a boat or if they have extra time, they'll hunt for those without the means in town who want a whale and are ready to prepare it. And usually there's an exchange of fuel or cartridges for that service. So subsistence food preparation, the harvesters typically utilize beluga for three things. So muktuk, which is the skin and the thin layer of blubber. Uksuk, which is beluga oil rendered from the blubber. And mitku, which is dried and salted beluga meat, similar to turkey. So muktuk can be prepared fresh, cooked, or aged and fermented. And there's quite extensive processes involved with each of those. And there's harvesters notice, so there's a real risk of botulism with all muktuk preparation if it's not done properly. So there's so knowledge and experience is required for food safety in those instances. And these are some of the values that I pulled out of my data set that harvesters were noting. People noted that a number of people said that beluga can be considered their potato. So it's considered by some to be a staple. So it's not always enjoyable to prepare muktuk, but if it's hot or buggy outside, but it's enjoyable to go out and go hunting and know that they'll be eating well for the winter. There's great care taken when hunting and preparing whales, so as not to lose it. People have a lot of respect for the animal, and they don't want to kill an animal for nothing. Beluga was noted to add value and variety from caribou, fish, dry fish in the diet. Many people noted, especially among the older generations, that uksuk can be replaced with something from the store, so it's quite a valued part of the diet. A number of harvesters noted that muktuk and uksuk really keep people going on winter trips. So if they're going out hunting in the winter, they can take a pail of uksuk a pail of muktuk, and that can be their food for, say, the week. And the flipper and the fluke are often the favorite part of the whale, can be prepared fresh on the beach by roasting over a fire. And my last category was observations of change in the region. So this was kind of the context that my research was taking place in the context of climate change. Harvesters noticed that conditions have been windier with more cloud in the last 2 to 3 years. The wind direction is also changing with more easterly winds. Weather is more difficult to predict and changes faster than in the past. People noted that even within hours it can change entirely, which can present risks for hunting activities. This past year, whales arrived about 2.5 weeks earlier than in the past. They arrived, people were seeing whales in the beginning of June to mid-June, which was quite early. People noted that whales are thinner now than they were in the 70s and 80s, which is supported as well or collaborated with scientific evidence as well. Also, whales used to be utilized more in the past before the distribution of other animals changed. So there's been noted that a lot more moose are in the area now and more caribou as well. And some hunters may be waiting longer to hunt due to warmer weather in the prime hunting season, which is in July or early July. But if hunters start moving the time of hunting back, they note that the behavior of the whale seems to change in about the third to last week of July, and they get harder to hunt. So this in the future might lead to less whales being landed. So just as an overall summary to my research, so it shows that kind of as predicted, Inuvial and Tuktoyaktuk possess in-depth, detailed understandings of beluga whale, particularly regarding effective hunting techniques and subsistence food preparation. Changes in sea ice dynamics, seasonal temperatures, wind, and the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events have affected beluga hunting and food preparation. The research indicates that Inuvial and Tuk are coping with these changes, and their knowledge of beluga is continually being updated and modified in light of new observations and experiences. And in the future, this research intends to contribute to the inclusion of Inuvial and traditional ecological knowledge in the academic literature and also in co-management structures in the region that better reflect the knowledge, values, and ontology of Inuvial and stakeholders. Just acknowledgements of funding sources, and thank you.
We do have a little bit of time for probably one question, if there are any.
Yep.
I think you mentioned that one of the objectives was to collect some traditional knowledge also for future management applications, is that right? Have you thought how you're going to use that or integrate it for management and in what way?
My intention wasn't to personally do that, but rather to comment on how that can be done better, or how the integration of science and traditional knowledge can be made to be more effective and improve the inclusion of traditional knowledge again.
Will it be part of co-management strategy?
Sorry?
Will that enter the co-management of the beluga stocks? Like the information you could potentially be used for that, is that right?
It could be, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You mentioned that you also asked about values to do with beluga?
I didn't ask explicitly, but
okay.
From my data set, I pulled values out of that. Yep.